Good afternoon, Professor. My name is Keke. Today I'm going to talk about how to improve the performance management of Haidilao Hotpot. Before we get into the solutions, let's have a quick review of the identified issues what we have discussed in the formal report. Haidilao has expanded to an international catering company from a local hotpot brand by its unprecedented considerate service. However, Haidilao is employee service and trade catering company as its priority area of HRM performance management have some existing issues, such as the unreasonable and unnecessary appraisal indicators, the imperfect system, which leads to more interference of human factors and the lack of fairness in the performance evaluations. This presentation will give us some solutions to tackle these problems. The first one is about adjusting the performance management standards. In aspects of the organization, Haidilao didn't have a clear understanding of the objectives of performance management and replaced it with performance appraisal. They believed that the purpose of appraisal was to give adequate remunerations to employees as the basis for their promotion and salary increase. Managers didn't fully consider the role and the value of PM, nor did they realize the correlation between PM and enterprise's development. Instead, they just took PM as a simple employee investigation and made appraisal indicator in a simple way. Over-reliance on such rigid indicator as the table turnover rate, service ordering rate makes a such standard inaccurate, which decreases effectiveness. KFC uses a QSAC instrument to measure the quality of the product and services. Through this, the KFC collects the perception of the customer on the quality dimensions, including service, quality, and cleanliness. Under the dimension of the service, they collect the service time, attentive, energetic, warm service, and professional appearance, including the wearing the uniform, accuracy of ordering taking, and helpful and suggestive sellings. Under the dimension of the quality, they collect the standard temperature, proper breeding of chicken, color, texture, and overall appearance. And cleanness, they judge the cleanliness of the entrance doors, customers' sitting areas, well-supplied restroom, clean and neat service counter. Haidilao can draw on this concept to develop the evaluation standards that are more relevant to the employees' responsibilities. In aspect of the employees, Haidilao employees lacked understanding of the company's performance management. As a result, they pay too much attention to the indicative results. They will ignore the real customer needs, leading to some misbehavior and vicious competition in the work, which reduce the customer satisfactions. Besides, sometimes too thoughtful service can annoy some customers, which contradicts the customer satisfaction criteria used to assess the performance. It leaves employees in a dilemma. Google used a process called objectives and key results to set performance goals for employees. Each employee set their goals, individual objectives, and key results based on the company's broader goals and priorities. And these goals are reviewed and updated regularly with the input from managers and peers. Allowing Haidilao employees to personally participate in the design and improvement process of appraisal indicators is conducive to improving its effectiveness, so that work of employees can be closer to the expectations of the overall goals. And this ensures everyone is going in the same directions with the clear priorities. And it will play a good role in the re-standardizing the performance target setting of Haidilao in the future. Besides, the behavioral science shows that while financial incentives can increase worker performance, but if levered too strongly, they may create excessive risks, may distort people's motivations. Thus, the size of incentives should be commensurate with what employees can rationally do to increase their performance. The second is, in many companies now, they're using the 360 degrees feedback to do their PM, such as Starbucks, KFC's, McDonald's, Yum Brands. While this system is firstly introduced to do with the leaders and managers' performance, but as companies move away from traditional top-down single source feedback, it's emerging as a valuable development tool because it offers holistic perspective on the strengths and improvement areas. From the feedback generated by the employee themselves, manager, peers, customers, and direct reports, or even suppliers. The timeline for introducing the 360-degree feedback system in carrying company can range from 6 to 12 months, depending on the scope and the complexity of the system, as well as the resources available for the implementations. Here we carry out a idea timetable for Haidilao and discussed how to put it into full implementations. In the left side, it provides a whole horizon of design in the designing period. We can see there are in total 5 phases. The phase 1 is about the setting goals, defining the scope of the 300 system, and then identifying the key stakeholders, determine the budget, resources required for the implementations. And phase 2 is to design the feedback instrument, selecting readers, technology platform, and developing the training materials. And phase 3 is to pilot with a small group of employees to test the instrument and technologies and collect some of the feedbacks. And phase 4 is to roll out the system to all employees, providing trainings and communicating the benefits of the system. And phase 5 is an ongoing system to regularly evaluating the effectiveness of the system and making adjustments to ensure that it remains relevant and effective over time. And in the right side, we can see it is a detailed step-by-step movement to implement the evaluations. Step 1, as we have mentioned previously, is crucial to communicate the process to all stakeholders, including purpose, process, and how feedback will be generated and utilized. Step 2 is to choose enough feedback provider to ensure that the data is comprehensive and relevant. And the number of the readers included will depend on employees' job functions and working responsibilities. At this stage, and at the stage 3, will assign questionnaires to select the readers, and the participants will receive email notifications with instructions on how to start and complete the process. Step 4 is completing the questionnaire. And step 5, the online report may be sent directly to the participant or the result given in one-on-one feedback sessions. Step 6, it is recommended that arrange confidential feedback meetings by the managers or coach for each participant undergoing the review. And 7, to create a development plan for each participant. Reviewing the areas of improvement will identify the key area for development, and these give the employee the chance to improve their skills by like training, workshop, coaching, etc. And the last one is the re-evaluations. Re-evaluations to see if any changes have occurred, and to start a new session of evaluation. And it is suggested to have the next one after 6 to 8 months. It takes careful planning and executions of 360-degree feedback system to produce the effective outcome. Here are some like the best practice to keep in mind for Haidilao. The first one is to clarify the purpose of evaluations. The purpose of it is mainly the morality, professional knowledge, work skills, management abilities, or other qualities of the employee. The ultimate goal of the 360 is to improve the business performance. Therefore, it's crucial to focus the evaluation on the competencies that are important for the individual's job. And the second is to select appropriate online feedback auxiliary tools to reasonably design the capability model. Effective 360 feedback is inseparable from the capability models. Drawing on the design of successful enterprises and combining with the reliability of Haidilao, this model of each position should mainly include 3 aspects: professional skills, business capacities, and leadership capabilities. Professional skills refers to the ability to ensure the quality of the work must have, such as the customer service responsibilities, communication skills, chef's food quality, and a business capability refers to some high value-added abilities such as the cooperation skills, innovation ability, decision-making ability, including that the waiter can adjust customer service according to the actual situations. They don't have to follow the hard rules, give some like the decision-making power to them. And the leadership capability refers to the ability to effectively manage the subordinates as a supervisor. The questionnaire design. Industry psychologists has found that the good grading system is crucial to the reliability and accuracy of the grades. The scoring system should be designed as simple and easy as possible. The optimal rating system is 5, but the results will get chaotic, and out of control if it's over 7 level. And the language description of the score should be clear, and the logic of the grade progression need to avoid the centripetal effect. For readers, the number of the employees in Haidilao store is about 120 to 140. Appropriate evaluators should be selected to increase the credibility of the evaluations. The original customer satisfaction principle of Haidilao should be followed too, so more attention should be paid to an anonymous evaluation from customers to improve the service. And fifth one, have a clear definition on how to measure the success of the program and communicate this to all the relevant stakeholders. A successful criteria could be the percentage of complete service within 14 days, etc. And the sixth one is the create urgency and reward, because 316 surveys may not have been seen as something requiring immediate attention, so it is often delayed into oblivions. To set a clear deadline or submission, a submission will work well. Besides, use some small gift to reward people for completing the survey could also be very effective. And then the last one is follow-ups. The plan. Stimulating individuals, employees to take actions, and official follow-up activities on the feedback help in triggering and supporting the behavior change. This system makes the performance management of Haidilao more fair, comprehensive, and effective. Employees can give online cross-level feedback on the doubtful content in the feedback link after the report is generated if they want, so as to improve the employees' trust, satisfactions in the 316 system and its result. Finally, using the performance feedback to help employees identify their strengths and areas for improvement. This could help employees to set realistic goals for personal development and careers improvement, and provide them with the support and training if they need. So it can include the following trainings: customer service training on how to handle the customer complaints, how to communicate effectively with the customers, and how to provide exceptional customer service. Maybe this could involve some role play exercise and case studies, and technical skill training on how to prepare and cook various type of dishes, and how to use kitchen equipment and tools, and how to maintain the cleanliness and hygiene in the kitchen. Leadership training can be provided to some employees who have been identified as the potential future leaders, and this could be involved the training on how to motivate inspire the team, how to delegate the responsibilities effectively, and how to make strategy decisions. For some employees, it can offer English training to employees in regions where there is a large population of English-speaking customer, and health safety trainings to handle the store, the food safely, and to use equipment safely, and how to respond to emergencies like fires and injuries. And the last one is cross-functional training. Offer opportunity to learn about other functions within the company, such as marketing, finance, and other operations, to help employees to gain the broader perspective on the business and develop the skills that are relevant to their current or future roles. All these initiatives can help employees to grow their skills and develop their careers, and while also contributing to the company's vision and missions. That's all my presentation about. Thanks for listening.